between the Maryville College Scots and the Ferrum College Panthers. Prior to today's game, we would like to honor our graduating seniors, and at this point we'll turn things over to head softball coach Vickie Van Kleeck, who's down on the field.
Maryville, we want to welcome you to the field today, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to honor our seniors before the game. Everybody, we want to just welcome you and take this time to say goodbye to two players who have been an important part of our program for 4 years. And these days are hard, but we want to give them their due. So without further ado, here we go. Now I had to write down their names because the state I'm in, I may not even remember their names right now. So first is Sadie Wallace. She's accompanied by her parents, Dick and Peggy, and her grandfather, Calvin Hall. Sadie is an accounting and business major. She's at the Dean's List, academic all-conference, and just a vital part of our team. For both of our seniors, this has been a little bit of a challenging year. Sadie broke her hand at LaGrange several weeks ago and has not been able to play since. But the good news is she's getting her cast off on Wednesday. So where there's a will, there's a way. So we still might get it done. So instead of like reading off stats and stuff, which you can go on the website and read about that yourself, and that's an important part of what they've done, but really we like to have their teammates and some of their best friends on the team talk about them. So right now, Amanda Roberts is going to read for both she and Amber Coffin and Sarah.
Sadie, these past years with you have been unforgettable. Both on and off the field, you've had a major impact in all three of our lives. From sharing a room with you in Florida to laughing endlessly about anything and everything, we always cherish the time we spent with you. You have accomplished so much during here in your time at Ferrum. Graduating as a business major and being unstoppable on the field are only a few of your numerous accomplishments. Not only do you impress us on and off the field, you always seem to be Mama Wallace when we need you the most. From guiding us through the woods, washing off our feet in Chapman showers, and trying to avoid hitting wildlife, there's never a dull moment when you're around. Even though this was written in collaboration between the three of us, we had our own thoughts we wanted to share with you. From Sarah, from volleyball to softball, we've become closer over the past 3 years. You're truly an amazing person, and I will miss you and your much-needed tips during the game. Love you bunches. From Amber, you have truly been a blessing in my life. I couldn't imagine these 2 years in the field without you. I'm going to miss hearing that lovely voice of yours in the dugout and being able to walk next door for our venting sessions. You'll always and forever have a place in my heart, just like you will on this field. I love you. And from myself, thank you for being my motivator on the field. Even when I'm too frustrated to even speak, I know you'll be there to pick me up. Just remember, there's always an extra bed for you in good old Brunswick County if you're ever passing through. We'll miss the countless hours of riding from game to game and playing with you on the field, but most of all, we'll miss seeing your smile every day. Good luck in grad school, and we love you. Love, Sarah, Amber, and Amanda. P.S. No more self-inflicted injuries, please.
So my question is, if Amber and Amanda live next to Sadie, and Amber goes over there to vent, is she venting about Amanda? And also, besides being the team grandmother, Sadie is also the team cook, and I understand she makes the mean quesadilla and everything else up there in her apartment. If there's a cooking gadget, Sadie has it. Homemade yogurt. Next, graduating senior is Kylene Culler. She's accompanied by her parents, Gerald and Melanie Culler, and her sister Kylene, who graduated a few years ago here. As most of you know, Gerald is also our assistant coach and has been one of the best additions to this program since I asked him to come help. Kylene's been challenged as well. This year she tore her ACL in one of the first basketball scrimmages. I guess it was in November. She rehabbed, and much to her mother's chagrin, she's not having her surgery until May the 20th. But she is playing on a torn ACL, and I have never had one. I don't know what that feels like, but I think that's probably a pretty big challenge. There's times when you've seen her come out of the game, but that's because the knee went in the wrong direction. Kylene is a health and human performance major with a minor in coaching and social work. She's as well academic all-conference, been on some all-conference teams. She's played basketball here for 4 years, and 3 out of those 4 years, that team won the conference championship, so she went to regionals 3 years with basketball. And in 2012, she had the pleasure of going to regionals with basketball as well as softball. The team that won 6 games in 36 hours. They came out of the losers bracket and beat CNU, number 17 in the nation. A day I'll never forget. And there they are, some of them right there. So, you know, Kylene, you've been a real inspiration, more so this year, because I know that there's times when you're hurting, but as I said, you are a Culler, and when you're a Culler, you can't be hurt. So, thank you for all the contributions to the team that you've made, and Emily Taylor is going to speak on behalf of Kylene.
Stop. Leadership, courage, bravery, loyalty, and dependability are the words that come to my mind when I think of you, Kai. Your leadership on and off the field is one of a kind that can't be replaced. Your courage of never giving up inspires me more than words can describe. Your loyalty to the sports you love, even the circumstances you've been put in, is indescribable. And your dependency is just the icing on the cake to your character as a person. Now let's get away from the mushy stuff for a second. Not gonna lie, playing against you from the age of 10 until I got to Ferrum, I was scared out of my mind because you were the kind of Culler, one of the best players out there on the field. And not to mention, I don't think you realized how scary it was to pitch against you at the age of 13. At the time, you were just as tall then as you are now. Needless to say, every time you got to bat, I cried a little bit inside. Your time up on the hill is coming to an end, but the number on your back in position 6 can never be worn to play it as well as you've done for the past 4 years. The spark left last year, but this year you've taken that role over and become the fire of this team. You've made such an impact on every single player simply by never giving up and showing that anything is possible. Being able to play with you on this team for 3 years has been a true honor. There's nobody that can hold my glove up and my face mask on better than you can, and there's nobody else I'd rather have on the other side of my money team. I'm so proud of you for every single accomplishment you've made here at Ferrum, and I can't wait to see you succeed after you leave God's country. Don't forget all of us up on here on this hill, because we will certainly never forget you. Whether you're wearing 42 or 20, you'll always be my right hand. For some people that come to college, they find acquaintances, but for me, I found a best friend for life. I love you, Kai.
You know, I believe everything happens for a reason. I don't know why God has challenged both Sadie and Kylene their senior year, but there's a reason for everything, and I think somewhere down the road we'll know what that is. But it doesn't kill you, it just makes you stronger. So, as I told the team in the huddle right before the game, that we're a better team for having Sadie and Kylene with us. That's not just about athletic talent, that's about who they are as students and citizens and the people that they are. So, to Sadie, Kylene, Calvin, Peggy, Dick, Melanie, Gerald, Caitlin, we thank you for being part of our team, and forever you will be part of our Ferrum softball family. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Kylene Culler, Sadie Wallace, and their families. We will have starting lineups for you in a few moments.